finding a missing interior angle measure in a convex polygon. So there's a couple of things there. So first we need to know what all the angles are supposed to add up to. And that's what we'll go over with this equation. We've used this equation in another video already. And then also, what does convex mean? So there's convex and there's concave. So convex means that nothing caves in on itself. And concave, which I can kind of draw here, let's see, it would be like if you went like this. So you kind of, and I always think of it like it has a cave. So you think of concave, meaning that it caves in on itself a little bit there. Convex, meaning that it has all the vertices are out of the inside of the triangle. So nothing comes inside, triangle, the polygon. Silly me saying triangle. Although a triangle is a polygon, this can be many sides. So there's an infinitely many number of shapes that can be a polygon because you can have many, 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 many sides. Usually we don't do too many, but we can have quite a few sides on here. So in order to know what should all of these add up to, we need this equation here. And this is the equation for the sum of the interior angles of a polygon. And specifically a convex polygon. So if you don't have this written in your notes from the last time we used it, make sure you write it down, name it. It's the equation for the sum of the interior angles of a polygon, and n represents the number of sides. Okay, so definitely write some notes. If you're not writing notes, you should be writing notes. And you definitely should not just be clicking to the next screen without writing notes. That's why quite a few students are still having trouble with this program. They just keep clicking forward, hoping that they'll know what to do on the next page. Make sure you slow down, take a few minutes to read the explanation, and then move forward. All right, enough lecturing. So we're going to use this equation to find this one. And really, we just say, oh, well, how many sides does it have? So it tells us 6 sides. If you didn't notice that, you could count them, but it tells us 6 sides. So we plug 6 in here for n. So 6 minus 2, we get 4. When we multiply, we get 720. So this is what they have to add up to total. We want to know, what does x need to be? So if we add all of these together, we get 582. So they added them all together. They just didn't show you. They said only 5 interior angle measures are given. They add up to 582. So they didn't show you the addition part, but they just added them together. So they added all 5 of these together. And then we know that x plus those 5 added together have to equal 720. So we would just subtract 582 to find out what is x. X has to be 138. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna change over my cursor here. Okay. So we have an 8-sided figure. So first we need to know, what are they all going to add up to? So we have 180 times n minus 2. So we know it's 8 sides. Again, you can also count the 8 sides, but they tell us on this one. So if they don't tell you how many sides, if they just say the convex polygon below, or find x in the convex polygon below, you would just have to count the number of sides. All right, so we have 180 times 6. So, and they're not giving you the calculator here. You can grab another calculator, perfectly fine, or we can write it out. So we end up with 1,000, and this is a 0, 1,080. So that's what they all have to add up to. And then what we want to do is take all of these that were given, we want to add them together because we were given these. We're already using all of these angles up. So we want to figure out, what are we using up? So we have 123, we have 150, 142, 132, 113, 137, and 144. So we're going to add all of these together. So let's see if we do, let's see, this is 7. 7 plus 7 gives us 14. Then we have 4. 4 plus 3 is another 7. 7 plus 14 is 21. So now we're going down here. I can't do my little line thing that I did there. That was really messy. So I have 4, 9, 13, 16, 17, 24. Then I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm using 941 of this 1080. I just want to subtract what I'm using from what the total has to be. That'll tell me what's left over for this x. So I'm going to subtract, and I get 9 and 3 and 1. So I have 131 that's left over. So that is what I want to type in, 139, and check. And yay, I got a point. All right, next. Clear. Okay, so we're going to do the same idea. So we have 180 times n minus 2. So this is a 5-sided figure. So I have 5 minus 2, n times 3, or sorry, 180 times 3. You can multiply off to the side here. If you already know 180 times 3, great. If you don't, just take the second to multiply here. So we have 540. Now again, I want to take all of these that they gave me, and I want to add them together. 138, 103, 105. I'm putting 79 on the bottom just so I didn't have a funny gap in the middle here. All right, so I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 16. So this is 25. It's a really ugly 5. And then I have 5 plus 7, which gets me 13. No, 12. Silly me, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm using 425. And I'm going to subtract. And I have to borrow here. I have 5, I have 1, and I have 1. So I'm left with 115. Check. Yay. All right, one more. Okay. So again, 180 times, we know it's 7 minus 2. And I skipped, I didn't write the equation this time. So I just kind of skipped ahead. And I'm multiplying now. So I have 900. Now I want to add all of these together. So I have 152, 130, 128, 112, 142, and then 92 on the bottom. Again, I just put 92 on the bottom, even though I started from over here, because I didn't want that funny gap. So I'm going to add all these together. So I end up with 2, that's 10, and 6, so this is 16. And then I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 plus 4 is 16, plus 9 is 25. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm using 756. Of the 900, I'm going to subtract. So I have to borrow all the way over here from the 8. And then this would become 10, but I'm going to borrow again for this one. So we have 4, 4, and 1. All right. We have 144. All right, so a couple of steps here, not terribly complicated. And yes, I'm doing a little bit more by hand than I need to. You can do this with a calculator. They're just not, they don't have the calculator up on here for whatever reason. So it'll even tell you that it's not allowed for this question. You can use a separate calculator if you want to. All right, we're all done. Yay.